Well, we'll start in our nice tall spine in an easy seat, whatever is comfortable today. Really lifting up out of the crown of the head, feeling that length in the spine, and then soften those shoulders and relax down the back. And then begin to notice your breath. Maybe feel that next inhale, the coolness of that inhale as it comes in through the nose, and you send it low and deep into the belly. And then follow that same breath as it comes back up and out, warm through the nose. Feeling that body soften. And let that mind clear out. Anything from the week that we're carrying or anything we're anticipating coming up over the next few days, just let the mind set that aside for now. And let's start with single shoulder circles. We'll take one shoulder at a time. It gives us the chance to really feel each shoulder separately. And then we'll switch directions, squeezing up and rolling forward. Now release, relax those shoulders. Let's bring that right hand to the top of the left shoulder. We're going to bind that left hand behind the back. So that left forearm comes to the lower back. And we're going to tip our right ear toward that right shoulder. On that next inhale, we're going to sink that chin down toward the chest. Then taking that left hand, we're going to reach it behind us. Right hand will come to that left knee, and we'll come into an easy twist. Nice length in the spine, gazing back. And then leaving our right hand where it is, we're going to reach up with that left arm, cross it over toward that right knee, and then we'll bring the back of the hands together, lifting the elbows, opening up in the shoulders, that upper back. And we'll release. And then we'll switch sides. So we'll bring right arm to the lower back, left hand to right shoulder. And we'll tip left ear toward left shoulder. On that inhale, we'll sink the chin down toward the chest. And we'll reach that right arm behind us, left hand to that right knee, tall spine as we twist. And we'll leave that left hand on that right knee, reaching the right arm up overhead. We'll cross it over that left arm. And then bring back of the hands together, lifting the elbows. And we'll release. And let's come to our tabletop. Hands and knees. And let's circle out those hips here first. We'll switch directions. And as we find neutral again, let's take cat and cow. Inhaling to lift the gaze and drop the belly button. On that exhale, we'll round the spine, tuck the chin, press the mat away. Inhaling to find cow. Exhale for cat. Let's take one more of each. And then finding neutral. We're going to walk those hands off toward the left side of the mat to about 90 degrees. Gaze back at the feet. We'll move through center. We'll take those hands off to the right and gaze back on this side. And back to center. We're going to widen our knees, touch the toes, and find that first child's pose of practice, gently sinking those hips only as far as feels okay here, lowering the forehead down toward the mat. And if you like, you can rock that forehead on the mat. Maybe even lower one ear down toward the mat, then the other ear. Last breath. And on that inhale, we're going to spread those fingers, tuck the toes, flowing forward. We'll exhale, down dog. Taking any movement that you want to. And then we'll make our way to the top of the mat and hang heavy in ragdoll, grabbing opposite elbows. We'll sway a little side to side. Releasing those hands, we'll roll all the way up. Finding our mountain. Inhale to reach up tall. Palms together, we'll draw some circles. And switching directions. Inhale, reaching up tall. We'll exhale, hinge and fold. Bend those knees, plant the hands. We'll step back to our plank. On that exhale, we're going to lower down nice and slow. Keep those elbows in. Inhale, baby cobra, lifting the chest. And exhale, we'll press back to our down dog. We'll make our way to the top of the mat. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweeping tall. Exhale, fold, coming to plank. Exhale, lowering down. Inhale to lift. Exhale, down dog. And we'll walk to the top. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweeping tall. Exhale, fold, coming to plank. On that exhale, we'll lower down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down dog. And we'll step walk or hop to the top. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweeping tall. Exhale, fold, coming to plank. Exhale to lower. Inhale, baby cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. And we'll step or walk to the top. And let's find that ragdoll again. Hang heavy, breathe into the legs, into the back, hang that head heavy. On that next inhale, we're gonna leave our left foot where it is. I'm gonna step back with the right foot, rising tall for crescent lunge, really lifting to the ball of that back right foot. On the inhale, we're gonna lower those hands to the mat. Maybe walk that left foot forward a little bit and sink to our runner's lunge. Maybe we slide the ball of the right foot back. And then we're gonna lower right leg all the way down to the mat. Low lunge. Really now sinking that back right leg down toward the mat. We're going to reverse that order. So we'll tuck those right toes, lift to our runner's lunge. Really ground down in that back right foot. We'll rise tall, crescent lunge. And then we'll lower the hands and step back to down dog. Inhale, step or walk to the top. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale to sweep it tall. Exhale, fold. Stepping our left foot back. We'll rise tall, crescent lunge. Inhale, we'll lower those hands. Coming to runner's lunge, adjusting those feet, just making sure that front knee stays over the ankle. Find that stretch, breathe into it. And then we'll lower the back leg, low lunge. Reversing the order, we'll tuck those back toes, runner's lunge. Ground down into those feet as you feel this stretch. One more breath. And then rising tall, crescent lunge. And then lowering those hands, frame that front foot. We'll step it back for down dog. And let's lower those knees, touch the toes, and sink back to child's pose. Settling back in here. Again, if you want to turn one ear down toward the mat, take that stretch in the neck, and then turn that other ear. Nice and gentle. Let's take one more breath. Using our inhale, we're going to flow forward to a plank. Exhale to lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down dog. And we'll step or walk to the top. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweeping tall. Reaching up tall. Exhale, hinge and fold. And leave our left foot where it is. Step that right foot back again. Crescent lunge. Settle in. We're going to take that left hand, sweep it behind us, open up to that T, twisting toward that front left leg. Inhale back to center. Then we're going to lower those hands and make our way to runner's lunge. Just the feet. Find that stretch, breathing into it. Plant or leave the right hand. We'll open the left, finding our twist. Lower our left hand and lower that right leg, low lunge. If you want to, you can rise tall, maybe to the top of the left leg or with those arms overhead. Then we're going to lower the hands if we have them up high. We're going to walk that left foot all the way over to the far left edge of the mat, coming into lizard. So those hands can be on the inside of that foot. Head hangs heavy. If you want, you could lower to the forearms. Whatever feels okay. If you're on the forearms, we're going to come back to the hands. We're going to take that left hand, place it on top of that left leg, and turn to gaze over that left shoulder. And we'll come back around, walk our left foot back toward the center of the mat. We're going to shift those hips back, pull the left toes up, and we'll sink toward that top left leg with the chest. Walking back to our lunge. We're going to tuck those right toes, going back to that runner's lunge. And then rising tall, one more crescent lunge on this side. And lowering those hands, we'll step it back for down dog. And then we'll lower the knees, touch the toes, and sink back into that stretch, finding child's pose. Using that next inhale, we'll flow to plank. Exhale, lowering down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down dog. And then we'll make our way to the top of the mat. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweeping tall. Exhale, fold. Last side, we'll step our left foot back. Crescent lunge. And we're gonna revolve our crescent, sweep that right arm behind, twist toward that front right leg. And we'll inhale back, crescent lunge. Lowering the hands, coming to runner's lunge. Settle in here. Leaving the left hand, open up the right. We'll lower that right hand, lower the left leg all the way down to the mat, low lunge. And you can feel free to rise tall here or to the top of the right leg or to hang and breathe with the hands on the mat. One more breath. And returning the hands to the mat if you need to. We'll walk that right foot all the way over to the far right edge, bringing both hands to the inside of that foot and finding lizard. Again, maybe we lower to the forearms. Maybe we stay on the hands. One more breath. And coming back to the hands if you're on the forearms. We're going to bring right hand to the top of right leg and gaze back over that right shoulder. And we'll come back around. We're going to walk right foot back to the center. Shift those hips back, give that stretch a break. Pull those right toes up and sink toward that top right leg. And we'll walk back. Tucking those left toes, coming to that runner's lunge. And then last time, rising tall, crescent lunge. We'll lower the hands, frame that front foot, slipping it back for down dog. Nice stretch here. And then lowering to child's pose. Again, sinking into that stretch. Feel that stretch as you sink back and ground back down. And on that inhale, we're going to flow forward to plank. Exhale to lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down dog. And we'll step or walk to the top. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweeping tall. Exhaling, hands to heart center. And we're going to anchor both feet right under those hips, and we'll draw some circles. Been giving those hips quite a bit of love, so we'll work them out a little bit. And we'll switch directions. And we're going to grow tall in that mountain. Soften those shoulders down the back. And then we'll inhale, reach it tall. On that exhale, hinge and fold. One more time. We'll make our way to plank. This time we're going to hold that plank. Really press the mat away, engage those shoulders. Pull the belly button in. Five, four, three, two, one. We'll lower down, nice and controlled. Inhale to lift. Exhale, down dog. Last one of our practice. Really hang that head. Breathe into the legs, sinking the heels. And then we're going to lower the knees, touch the toes, and make our way back to one more child's pose. Using our inhale, we're going to come up to our tabletop. And first we'll take a couple of those cat and cow. Inhaling cow, exhale cat, really tucking that chin in that cat, dropping the belly button on the cow. Last one. We're going to take one of those hips, we'll come into seated. We'll bring soles of the feet together. Grow nice and tall. Then hinge from the hips. Find your stretch. Then hang heavy and breathe. And as we roll up, we're going to leave our legs right where they are. We're going to cross those hands to those opposite shoulders and then hang the head, tuck the chin toward the chest, feel that stretch, relax the shoulders. If you want a little more, you can bring the hands right to the top of the head and gently pull. Just be careful, stay within your range. And release. Let's pull this right foot back by our left hip. We're going to walk our left foot around that right knee. And using that right arm, we're going to hug that knee into chest. Grow nice and tall to stretch in the hips. Then we can add the twist if we want to, reaching left hand behind, gazing back, over that left shoulder. And back around to center. We'll unwind and we'll switch sides. We'll pull that left foot back by the right hip. And we'll walk right foot around, squeezing that right knee into chest with the left arm growing up tall. And we'll reach right hand behind, adding the twist. And we'll come back around to center. We'll unwind, bringing both feet to the mat. We'll roll all the way down. And settle in here. Walk those shoulder blades down the back. We're going to walk the feet in toward the sit bones, about hips distance apart. We're going to try to stay nice and soft across the shoulders and the chest. And on our inhale, we're going to lift and press into the feet, sending those hips up toward the sky. Maybe pause here at the top, and then use your full exhale to lower down. Just take your pace, inhaling to lift. Maybe pause, exhale to lower. Two more. Last one. Settling back in. We're going to walk our feet as wide as our mat and take these wide leg windshield wipers so that we can really sink that inside leg as it comes through center. When you're about even on both sides, we're going to come back into neutral. Walk those feet back to hips distance apart. We're going to cross our right leg all the way over the left and then send both of those knees off to the left. If this is too intense, you can undo the twist and just take windshield wiper those knees both to the left. We'll bring our arms out to our sides and then work to tip the gaze to the right. Then we'll come back through center. We'll untwist, we'll twist the other way. So we'll take left leg over the right, and we'll take those knees both to the right. We will send the gaze to the left. And we'll come back into center. We'll unwind and we'll pull both of those knees in toward the chest. And we'll rock it out side to side. And we'll take one more nice big breath. And then we'll release, we'll relax, we'll send those legs long down the mat. Make use of any props that you want to. And we'll get comfortable. Whatever really allows that body to relax, to let the legs feel heavy, the feet falling open toward the corners of the mat. Shoulders are soft, arms and hands released. Unlock that jaw and soften the throat. Relax the eyes, all the muscles of the face. And come back to your breath. And really focusing on the power of this breath. How with each breath, it's as if we can pull ourselves back together, back to center. And every day, every week, we're getting pulled in every direction. And we get all spread out, pulled away from our center. But how coming to our breath, each inhale, each exhale, we draw ourselves back. We feel grounded and rooted in our best self. And we'll take a couple more slow, deep breaths here. Not moving anything yet. Just feeling the body heavy and relaxed. And then we'll begin inviting some movement back. Maybe it's the toes, the fingers, maybe even that head a little side to side. And drawing the knees in, we'll make our way to either side, off to the left or off to the right. Couple final breaths here, sealing in all the good of this practice. Not just the movement, but also the space, the time. And exhaling onto the mat, anything we don't want to take with us. And as you're ready, we'll press back up and we'll meet in seated. Thank you very much for sharing practice with me today. The light in me greets, honors, and bows to the light that's in you. Namaste.